So next we're going to take a look at summation notation. And the idea here is that we've got this big Greek letter sigma right here that tells us that we're going to be adding things up. We've got I equals 1 on the bottom, and that tells us where we're going to start our summation. And then we've got a 4 up on the top of the sigma that tells us where our summation is going to end. And then we've got the rule over here. So this thing sometimes is called the rule. We'll see that this is also called an explicit formula. But the idea is that we're going to take, starting with this number, see how it matches with the I, and we're just going to plug it directly in there to see what sort of value we get. So if I were to evaluate this sum, that's a set of directions you're going to see sometimes say evaluate the sum. What I would do is I would start with I is equal to 1. And if I plug that in, I'm going to have 1 plus 1 over 4. It's going to give me 2 over 4, which is 1/2. And then if I do this again, except this time with I equals 2, I'll have 2 plus 1 over 4, which is 3 over 4. And if I do it again, for I equals 3, I've got 3 plus 1 over 4, which is 4 over 4, or 1. And then if I do it one more time, for I equals 4, I've got 4 plus 1 over 4 is 5 over 4. And this is where I stop. And of course the reason that I stop is because this says stop at 4, and that was the last term that I plugged in there for I. And so I can see that I've got these 4 values that my rule has spit out for me. And then the idea of the sigma is I would then add these up. So I've got 1/2 plus 3/4 plus 1 plus 5/4. And you can see if I was going to add these up by hand, I'd actually want them unreduced, which I actually have, already written. I've got 2/4 right here and 4/4 right here. But if I wrote them out that way, this would be 2/4 plus 3/4 plus 4/4 plus 5/4. And if I add all of this up, I've got 14 on the top and 4 on the bottom. I could say that my sum is 7 over 2, or 3.5.